You might see lots of videos that said do not shut down your computer like this. That's kind of true. In this video, I'm going to tell you how to use Windows Power Plan to maximize performance and highlight both benefits and the potential drawbacks of different settings. Let's dive in.
Okay, the first thing that we need to do is go to Control Panel to find Power Plan. So I press logo R. In here, we need to type Control Panel. After that, in here, you need to press on Hardware and Sound and press on Power option. You might see this view instead of category with large icon or a small icon. You need to simply go to the Power Plan. Okay, if you can't find it with a small icon, change it large icon, press on Power option. Or if you want to see it like me, press on Category and press on Hardware Sound, Power option. With this way, we can access into the Power option. Also, we have another easy way that I'm going to tell you. So we need to press a Start button on your keyboard and here type Power Plan. Okay, you'll see Edit Power Plan. Press on it. In here, you need to press this Up button and you will directly go into the place that we were trying to find it in Control Panel. With this way, we can access into this Power option. On Power option, you will see Preferred Plan and Additional Plan. You don't see Razer Cortex Power Plan or Ultimate Performance Power Plan because they are not Windows default. If you have Razer app, you might see them. Okay, to figure it out which of them is not Windows default Power Plan, you need to press Change Plan Settings, and in here you can delete the plan. Okay, with this way you figure out, okay, these are the created power plans. They are not Windows default power plan because you can't delete the Windows default power plan. As an example, if I press on Power Saver, I cannot delete this power plan because this is the Windows default. Balance, which is the recommended one, it will balance the energy and the performance. Okay, so if you set on balance, you will receive a balanced energy and your PC gives you a balanced performance. If you have an old PC or if you want to have higher performance, I recommend you to change it into high performance. All of us will see high performance because this is Windows default one. Okay, if other apps create you, for example, Ultimate Performance or Razer Cortex, I don't have enough information about them. I recommend you to just set it on high performance. Power saver option is good for laptops because they have a battery. Imagine you are in a place that you don't have access into electricity and you need to work with your laptop more. I mean, you need more time to work with your laptop. You can set it onto power saver, but when you set it on power saver, what power saver actually does? Power saver save energy by reducing computer performance. So when you set it on power saver, you cannot play games with your laptop. Okay, you cannot play games with your device because it is on power saver mode and you don't receive any high performance things. I mean, you can't do heavy things with your computer. I mean, playing game, I don't know, rendering, editing video, or something, some heavy things. You can just watch a movie, I mean, type something, Google something, use Excel, Word, Office. You can do simple things. Imagine you set your laptop on battery mode in high performance and you can use your laptop about 4 hours. When you set it on power saver, you can use your laptop near 6 or 7 hours. In here, we'll see choose what the power buttons do. I click on it, and if you want to change anything in here, you need to give this privilege. I press on it. When I press the power button, it means that when you press the power button on your PC or on your laptop, the physical power button, what should this option do for you? By default, it is set on shutdown. If you want, you can press on do nothing, sleep hibernate, or turn off the display. Imagine that you have a child that he or she likes to play with that button. So if you set it on do nothing, nothing is going to be happen. You can also set these settings for the sleep button too. Okay, we have this option to set it with a sleep button too. By default, your fast startup it's enabled and Windows set that is recommended. But I mean, I need to tell you something about this fast startup. If you go to your taskbar and let me bring my taskbar in here. If you go to your taskbar, press on your CPU, you will see uptime. My uptime is 7 hours because my PC is turned on about 7 hours. But when fast startup is enabled, your uptime might be more than 1 day because your system, your PC, your laptop, actually it didn't fully shut down. So fast startup means this. I recommend you to disable it. You might see that when Windows gives you an update, it said update and restart. It won't say update and shut down because fast startup is active. Fast startup, this option is turned on. Because of that, system needs to be restarted to fully shut down. Okay, I disabled it. Look like its name, it says there's a fast startup. It means that when I press on the power button, my PC turns on faster than usual. But I actually don't really like that. In some cases, you might receive some bugs, some errors. So I disable it, and the difference between turning on this option and turning off this option is near 20 seconds. Okay, in my case, I said, okay, I'll be waiting for about 20 seconds, and after that, I can work better with my software. Now let's talk about Hibernate. What is Hibernate option? When you hibernate your device, I mean your laptop, your PC, the files and the things that you have on your RAM storage, RAM memory unit, they will be moved into your hard drives, and after you turn on your device, these data, these files are going to be restored into your memory unit, into your RAM storage. As an example, in here I have 7 gigabytes memory unit usage, right? So these 7 gigabytes are going to be moved into my C drive, and after I turn on my device, these files are going to be again moved into my RAM memory unit. It means that when I have lots of things open, as an example, if I open my Google Chrome and after that I hibernate my PC, when I turn on my device, all of these apps, all of these tabs are going to be open and they won't be closed. And that's a good option. I recommend you to turn it on. Okay, I press on cancel. I talk about power plans. If you want, you can create a power plan. You can create your custom power plan. I can type my name and set as a is my name, Ultimate, as an example. This is all of these things that I told is example. And you can also select one of the basic things, one of the Windows default things in here. I press on high performance. I need to have options of high performance, and in the following I can edit them. I press on next. It says turn off the display. I can set a never, put the computer to sleep never, and if I press on create, I have my custom power plan. Okay, Reza Ultimate. By default, I cannot delete it because I need to switch into another power plan, and after that I can press on change plan settings and delete this plan, press on OK, and all done. I can delete that. With this way, you can create a custom power plan, choose when to turn off the display. I go in here, turn off the display never, put the computer into sleep never. I can press and change advanced power settings. Okay, let's talk about the first one. Turn off hard disk after. By default, it says 20 minutes, right? It means that if you have more than one hard disk, the hard disk that you don't work with that one, it will be turned off after 20 minutes, right? With this way, you can improve your hard disk life. If you don't want and you always need that one be on, you can set this amount type into 0. 0, it means that it won't be shut down. Okay, this is good for editors. Editors usually set it onto 0 because they want to work with their computer faster. And if I change it, for example, instead of balance, I press on high performance. Again, here you'll see 20 minutes. Okay, on ultimate performance, you'll see never. Never, you can press 0, and 0 it means never. If you want me to create another video about these advanced settings, type it in the comment section. I will create another video for you guys in the next following video. If you do mistakes in this option, you can press on restore plan defaults and press on yes. So the plan defaults, it will be set. Okay, if you do mistakes in this part, you can press restore default settings for this plan, and after that press on yes. We talk about all of these things, but if you have a laptop, you will see two other options that said when open the lid, when close it. Right now we are diving into the laptop section. I will tell you what open and close the lid option does. Right now we are going to see control panel in laptop. We don't see require password and Wakeup on PC power option power plan. So I click on this one at first. It said when I press the power button, when my laptop is on battery, it goes to sleep. When it's unplugged in, when my laptop is plugged in, it should go to sleep. I can change it. So if I press the physical button on my laptop, I can set it as Hibernate, Shutdown, or do nothing. And when I close the lid, what should this laptop do? By default, it's set on sleep. If you want, you can press on do nothing, Hibernate, Shutdown, you can do and change these settings too. Okay, it means that when I close the lid, sleep. If I close the lid, Hibernate. If I close the lid, Shutdown. And this part is password protection and Wakeup. Require password is the recommended one. Don't require a password. It means that when you turn on your device, you need to type your password, or you don't need to type the password to log in. So require password is a better thing, and as a recommended, I didn't change it. I press on cancel to go back. We talk about password and Wakeup, and we also talk about choose what the power button does. This is the top part of this require password. Okay, they are in the same tab. On this screen you can change brightness. Okay, with this way you can change your brightness, and you can also change your brightness with using Fn, F6 decrease the brightness, Fn, F7 increase the screen brightness. With this way you can change this screen brightness. As you can see on this device, I just have balance, high performance, and power saver. I set it on high performance because I actually don't use this laptop with a battery, and that's a pretty old laptop, so I set it on high performance. Choose when to turn off the display. In here you can set dim the display when it's on battery, when it's on the plug-in. You can adjust the brightness when it's unplugged in, when it's on the battery mode. You can customize both of them because on computers always you need to be plugged in and you can't use battery, so they don't have this option, this battery option, but on laptops you will have this on battery option. This is the whole difference. Okay, you can also press on change advanced power settings and see these options that I told you. As an example, require password on Wakeup, on battery yes, plugged in yes. Advanced settings on laptop has another option. You can set it on battery mode and plugged in mode, but on PCs we only set a number and these things work. But on laptops we have another option that says on battery and another option that says when your laptop is plugged in. Okay, I press on cancel. If you do mistake, you can press restore plan defaults, and you can also change the options from this nav menu. You can set it on balance, you can set it on performance, high performance, and you can also set it on power saver. I press on cancel. If you do a mistake in this part, you can also press on restore default settings for this plan. After that, I press on the cancel. All done. I told you everything about using power plan in Windows. I tell you the good points, bad points, the settings that you need to activate, and the settings that you need to disable. All done. If you want, you can watch this video too. On that one, I'm going to tell you how you can use ChatGPT in Windows. See you at the next one.